Christian Guevara. If I'm walking around with my dog, if I'm just walking the streets of whatever town or city, I'll kind of freestyle, just playing around with the shins, playing around with the outside of the foot, the insides. You could do behind the back. You could do over the top, insides, outsides. Breathing, always breathing. You could switch hands. You could get into a one-legged stance if you like. If I'm standing stationary, or I'm doing an individual training session, or I'm demonstrating a training session for a player or group of players, I like to do this combination. It's a very simple combination. All it is 2 left, 2 right. 2 left, 2 right. And the reason I like this is because if you think about in a game, ball comes to you, right? Ball comes to you, or you take the ball out of the air. Let's say you only have 2 touches to finish on goal. You could pop the ball up, and then finish on goal. So I think it actually transfers tremendously to being able to you want to be able to do things where you're not even thinking about it, right? I've noticed that when I started using this kick trainer and I started to do around the back, I was able to do things that it's almost like training things in life. When you do certain things, they unlock opportunities and abilities in other areas. So for what it's worth, I just feel that a lot of players don't really take this ball in a rope seriously, but it's so simple, yet it's so profound. It's just repetitions, and the beauty is if you mishit it, you can self-correct, right? So there's rapid feedback, but the key is to just stay very relaxed, right? You could tell a player on the field when they're frantic, maybe their head's always down, which is a reflection of that. Maybe they don't have the best foot skills, or maybe they just haven't invested the time into their own personal training, and for that reason, they're not confident because they know they shouldn't be confident or aware because they haven't invested the time, so there'd be no reason for them to be confident. It would be like lying to yourself. So for those reasons, this is a ball that's just going to help you develop that calmness and that peace of mind that you know where the ball's going to be when it comes to you, right? So, $24, I think you could get this, maybe $25, or just make one yourself, size 1. I'd like to have my ball a little bit shorter than the hip bone, to the ankle. But you can play around with your hand positioning. You could play around with how you flex your core. Right, I'm kind of crunching in as I strike it. I like getting into a one-legged stance. I think one-legged stance really transfers to better stability on the ball as opposed to being here. I like going here. Right, it's just another way that you could challenge yourself. You could also use different balancing tools, whether it be a Bosu ball, whether it be a pillow. You could use a pillow. You could use a tree stump or a rock. Right? Anything that's just going to challenge you in a different way, and just have fun with it. There's no wrong way to use it. If you're just using it, whether it's in you're watching soccer or football on TV, you're watching, you're in your room just playing some music and as a quick little break from doing some homework, or maybe you're studying for finals if you're in college or something. It's just when you start to move and when you start to breathe around, you start to feel better, right? So it's simple stuff. Just have fun, get a lot of touches, right? And then you want to start to look around, right? What do I see? What do you see? Just be aware. Have your arms out for balance, right? Just have fun with it. Get a lot of touches. So hopefully this helps. Reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.